Where you at, family? We're back with another video. It seems like a lot of people are getting tired of Jidion, man. This is the second expose within the last couple of weeks where people are calling out Jidion, pointing at his PDF file catches and saying that they're pretty unethical. I've given you guys my thoughts before. I personally don't think it's that big of a deal because I'm gonna be honest, I was the type of individual that used to love watching them PDF file videos where them guys were just getting their ass whooped. See a PDF file, just slap them in the head. I thought that was funny. Now with the stricter TOS guidelines, I don't think that stuff is like appropriate on YouTube. Fine, fair enough. I guess you can't go around just punching people in the mouth, even though they are children fondlers. Me personally, yeah, give those guys hell. But when we have creators like Jidion, who I think at heart, he's always been an entertainer. I mean, this guy blew up pretty much just harassing people, doing public pranks and whatnot. And at a certain point, he decided to walk away from that content because he realized that he doesn't want to continue to harass people. I do believe that there was some type of religion revelation that he had where it didn't align with what he had going on with God. So he stepped away from doing the public pranks and harassing and stuff like that. And now he's found a middle ground where he's like, I'm going to put bad people in jail and expose bad people and still sprinkle in an element of entertainment. The quote unquote harassing that he used to do to innocent people, he's now doing to the people that actually deserve it. Me personally, I don't really think that's an issue. But people have been coming out as of late and pointing their finger, saying that the motive behind this type of content isn't there. Let's get into it and see what this guy's talking about. This is Look Smart TV with another expose of Jidion.
Whereyouatberto aren't the heroes they make themselves out to be. And these guys only catch these men because of hypergamy. Now you guys may be thinking, what is this schizo talking about? But guys, just look at the men who all get caught. What do they all share in common? They are all sub-5 unattractive men. Guys, girls are...
I see the angle he's going here. He's going more of, yeah, they're PDF files, but they're also not attractive. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything?
Probably terrified to be even in the same room as these men, let alone even speak or talk to them. Guys, I'm not a betting man, but if I had to bet on these guys' females interactions, I'm betting 0 across the board.
They're PDF files.
But what does that have to do with predator catchers at all? Guys, it's actually all in your face. These men don't do it because they care about children, or even upholding the law at all. They do it because it's entertaining and it gets them clicks. If they actually cared about what they were doing, they would just call the police. They wouldn't do these big stunts, like buying a Rolls Royce just to expose someone. These guys just catch low-hanging fruit, with that being just sub-5 unattractive males who have no female attention. And then they act all high and mighty when they catch them. Now obviously I'm not in support of predators at all.
Sounds like it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It just sounds like you got on here and said that ugly predator life matters too. That's what it just sounded like you got on here and said, big dog.
They all should be locked up and the key should be thrown away. I'm just saying, did these men act out of perversion or did they act out of desperation?
So Jidion actually ended up responding to this video. So I want to show you guys a couple of clips here, what his thoughts were on the situation.
It's low-hanging fruit. Okay, you know what? Let's see, chat. Let's go through the list. Let's see. Let's look at our low-hanging fruit. You know what? I want to see. Okay. Was this dude low-hanging fruit? He had a girlfriend, everything, was doing horrible stuff to an 8-year-old. Was this dude low-hanging fruit? Black dude, just got out of jail, you know, hood card, all that, got caught. This dude came from India to Australia to study, all of that, got caught, arrested. This dude had a wife, had kids, had a life, had everything, bunch of CP, and he was already a registered sex offender, came to meet a kid, okay? So that low-hanging fruit, regular dude, was he low-hanging fruit? Let's see. This dude, great paying job, families, 2 sons that are 20 years old, you know, had everything going for himself.
Wow.
Came to meet a 13-year-old. Was he low-hanging fruit? Freaking barber. A barber. Not a bad-looking dude at all. Tried to meet a 13-year-old. Was he low-hanging fruit? This dude, literally married, has a son. Was he low-hanging fruit? This dude had a wife, had a kid, all of that. Had his own business. Was he low-hanging fruit? boo doo 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 doo. Freaking going to college, you know, doing all his stuff, blah blah blah. Worked at Apple, blah blah blah. Was he low hanging fruit? Set up his friend. Was he low hanging fruit? Trader. All of this. Had a great social life. Was he low hanging fruit?
And support of predators at all.
Now, obviously, I'm not in support of predators at all, but you know, they're getting predators who are going for children, you know, instead of going for predators who actually have lives. They're going for predators with no lives. Now, I'm not mad about it, but I'm gonna make a whole video about it. I'm not mad.
They all should be locked up and the key should be thrown away. I'm just saying, did they act out of perversion or did they act out of desperation?
Okay, did they act out of perversion or did they act out of desperation? All right, let's use his logic, okay? Let's go back, okay? So now let's look at the low-hanging fruit, okay? This dude. Oh, you know what? No, we got way low-hanging fruit. This dude married, all of this, had literal videos of family abuse happening to their children. Was he just down on his luck? This dude literally traveled to Thailand and Asian countries to do horrible things to little children. Was he down on his luck? Bro, you're yapping. You are a yapper, please. Oh my gosh, bro. This dude probably never had a girlfriend, had a bunch of CP. Was he just down on his luck? So are we now gonna say dudes that are downloading CP and stuff?
Yeah, and that's kind of where I was like, this nigga already sounds like he's just defending PDF files because it's like, okay, bro, just because they were, what did they call them? Sub 5. You guys are fucking lame with that language, bro. But let's just go with it for the commentary, right? It's because bro was sub 5 and has never really had interaction with a woman before and is just objectively a loser. That makes it okay for him to be a PDF file? And Jidion shouldn't attack, or not attack, but confront those guys or catch those guys because they're like, what? What was the actual angle there?
Stuff like that, they're just down on their luck and they just so happen to run into people like me. Are we gonna say that, bro? Do you really want to go down that route? Do you really want to be the guy that goes down that route? Because hey, if you do, man, hey, I would gladly go down that route with you.
So let's get into this last video. The same dude who Jidion just responded to has now responded again with another 5-minute video, not retracting any of his statements, but essentially doubling down on the fact that Jidion is tripping. So let's get into it and see what he's saying now. Wait, hold on. I know you guys usually skip this part of the video, but give me 1 second. I want to put you guys on real quick on a way to make some extra money that is 100% legit, and you could do it all from your phone. TesterUp is a platform that works with games to find new users just like you to test their games out. These apps and games are willing to pay new users to get on their platform because 9 times out of 10, they genuinely actually like playing the game. And the app in return ends up making money because you're playing the game that they paid you to play. I know that sounds a little bit too good to be true, but this is why I'm breaking it down for you so you understand the business behind it and how it works. TesterUp helps put money back in your pocket that these platforms are willing to pay for new users. So if you already like playing games on your phone, click the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. You're gonna make a free account. It's completely free to do. And you can start making $10 to $20 off of games that you already love playing. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, so it's full transparency here. But if you're dedicated enough and you like playing games on your phone, there's people already making hundreds of dollars as well. Again, it's completely free to try. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Check it out and make some extra cash.
That marshmallow Jidion reacted to my video and I wasn't gonna respond because it was so fucking low IQ, I didn't even think it was worth my time. But then guys, he uploaded a YouTube video and then the moral facts came and holy shit, the copes are so fucking hilarious. You guys were calling me out my name, calling me a pedophile, saying I'm defending them, calling me a scum.
I mean, it sounds like it, bro. I don't want to see, you know, me personally, the PDF thing is not something that we throw around loosely. If you're not, I don't care if you're a scum of the earth. If you weren't fondling children, then you were just scum of the earth that wasn't fondling children. I'm not going to call you a PDF file, but it's just like, sounds like you defended them, though. You sound like a PDF defender, though. That's a fact. That's what it's sounding like.
Of the earth. These guys were throwing the book at me. If they all weren't mentally retarded, I actually probably would be offended. But holy shit, after reading those comments, I actually think that Jidion fans are allergic to nuance. Jidion might as well be Jesus Christ to these guys because in their eyes, he can do no wrong.
Here, because LMT doesn't find this pred attractive that we caught who is actively doing something to a real 8-year-old girl because he doesn't break LMT's attractiveness scale, right? We ruined his life. We ruined his life, and we found the normie, and we shouldn't even be proud of ourselves. We shouldn't.
Guys, the whole entire point of that video was simply just saying that sub 5 men are more prone to sting operations. There's literally nothing else to it. Seriously, watch the video. I never said anything like that. Guys, that's pretty much how the whole entire video goes. Jidion just puts words in my mouth and then his retarded fans just regurgitate it out and think that it's actually true. And that's the main reason why these conversations will go nowhere with these people.
I'm gonna go ahead and just stamp, if you are actually using the word sub 5 in your vocabulary, you're an idiot, bro. You're an idiot. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. Because what are you even talking about, bro? What are you even talking about? When you're doing a sting operation, I would imagine that it has literally nothing to do with looks. What angle or point or relevance does that have with anything? These guys are PDF files. We don't give a fuck if he looks like handsome Squidward or the piece of shit under my shoe when I'm stepping outside and walking my dog, bruh. We don't give a fuck. They are PDF files and they should be dealt with, period. Why does where they fall on the looks maxing scale matter at all?
Ever, because they don't actually want to hear you out. They just want someone to dogpile on, someone to embarrass and humiliate. Guys,
isn't that what you did making the video?
Pedo catching is just a modern day coliseum. It's just bread and circus for retards who do nothing with their life and want to feel better than someone. And if you question these guys, they'll quickly put the crimes back onto you, because it never was about the crime. It was about the entertainment the crime gave them. And honestly, it makes sense because pedophiles are monsters. But just because someone's a monster doesn't mean you have jurisdiction to do whatever you want to them. I mean, just look at this.
I mean, again, I said in the beginning of this video, I feel like YouTube should have an exception in their TOS for us to, I should be careful what I say, but if you know, you know. I feel like YouTube should have an exception in their TOS when it comes to PDF files, so that we can see the type of content that we want to see of them getting has. But if you know, you know. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want to get in trouble. But I literally feel like, I've said this before. I feel like PDF files are the most disgusting people on the planet. Worse than, people that have caught bodies, worse than thieves. Because at least with people that may have caught a body or somebody that steals something, you can always, in most cases, rationalize it. People that commit that are stealing, not all obviously, but because we do just have serial thieves that just be stealing for no reason, and that's lame too. But it's not worse than fondling children though. You know what I'm saying? We're comparing evils right now, so bad is still bad. But let's just entertain me for a second. If a thief goes into a store, maybe, he done lost his job, a lot of bad things are happening to him, and he's just like, fuck, bro, I gotta feed my family, fuck it, I'm up in this pole, give me everything you got in the register, gang. Still not supposed to do that. That's still the loser, sucker way to go. I am rationalizing it, but I'm rationalizing it within the example. I'm not saying that it's right, and I'm not saying anybody should do this. You know what I'm saying? You minding your business, somebody attack you, off that pole, pow, 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 pow. You defending, self-defense. Now I caught a body. You know what I'm saying? I know that's not every single scenario, but you follow what I'm trying to say. Innocent children being fondled with and taken advantage of when they have no idea what's going on, and you as the adult, they're looking at you for guidance and protection, and, looking at you with pure innocence, and you take advantage of that and fondle them. I don't think it gets much lower than that, bro. I don't think it gets much lower than that. So I'm not defending PDF activity. And I don't there's never a sentence where defending a PDF makes sense to me personally. Dude, I'm the worst of the worst. Scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. So you making this video just automatically makes me look at you sideways, like, where does your morals lie? So you can get some sub 5 conversation off. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about, dude?
Comment, this guy says I'm the reason the cops don't take them serious. Brother, the cops don't take these guys serious because there's no reason to take them serious. Like, just for a second, imagine you're a cop and some sketchy fat black dude calls you and tells you caught a pedophile. And then when you finally pull up to the crime scene, you see fucking confetti and banana peels all over the floor. Like, why would you take that serious? Maybe a hot take to Jidion fans, but I don't think upholding the law is by making someone eat a hot chip that makes their asshole burn out, or making them box someone and get their ass beat. I don't think that's what the founding fathers had in mind when they were writing the law and constitution. But maybe I'm the crazy one for when they see these people actually just go to jail and not watching them ride around Lamborghinis and get curb stomped on the street with their teeth knocked out. I know you guys are gonna go, oh brother, that's not Jidion though. You're talking about someone else. Jidion doesn't do that. He's pure, brother. Brother, oh my god, you don't understand. Jidion is the best. First of all, get his fat black chode out of your mouth. And second of all, he built his whole entire brand on harassing random people. Let's go down the Jidion timeline. He started off his YouTube making fun of people doing prank videos. So then he has a Christian rebrand, but guess what? Jesus doesn't pay the bills. So he just cycles back and starts making fun of people again, but now they're pedophiles, so it's justifiable to people. All Jidion knows how to do is harass people and bully them. That's why he's a pedo catcher.
Bro.
It's his natural state. That's all he can do.
I mean, if anything, that just sounds like a good adjustment to me. Hey, I want to harass people, but I can't harass people, so I'm gonna harass PDF files. Is that a crazy take? I'm not watching the rest of this because, again, it's just kind of like, it's honestly annoying hearing this guy speak. And bro has 300 subscribers, video has 400 views, probably just giving him more attention than he needs. But, you know, I still wanted to address it because, you know, this seems to be just a big conversation in the space. Like, I think Maury just made a video not too long where we actually just reacted to it, where Skeeter was getting some slack for doing something pretty distasteful. But it wasn't distasteful towards the PDF file. It was distasteful towards the family of the PDF file that really had nothing to do with the situation. So I can see the discourse where there's a conversation of like where the approaches might be a little too far. Y'all go check that video out. I should be uploading it today. Or you can just go check out Maury's on his channel. But we can have a conversation about what is too far and what shouldn't be done, but it's like at the end of the day, if the focus is on the people that are committing the wrongdoing, I don't really see what's the issue if it makes us skeptical out of it. Because a lot of times these cases are so weird where they do get away with this shit, where they do end up not going to jail because they contact was never technically made. It's like, the fucked up thing about these PDF file cases, there's only so much they can do with evidence, but they can only truly make arrest when contact was made. But it's like at that point, the damage is done. Not to say that they still shouldn't go to jail, but an innocent child had to deal with traumatic things that they're going to potentially have to carry for the rest of their life after the fact. So it's like, yeah, they're going to jail after the fact, but it's like, bro, we need to be arresting them before the deed is done. You know what I'm saying? When I'm looking at somebody like Jidion embarrassing these people, making an example out of them, and, you know, let's just call a spade a spade. It'd be funny sometimes, but, you know, we get to see these people for exactly who they are. They're putting their face out there. They're exposing the truth. So even now, if the arrest isn't made, more awareness is brought to the situation overall. It's like, yeah, this guy is a weirdo. We need to pay attention for him. Weirdo. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. You know, I'm very curious to hear y'all feedback. And I'll see you on the next one. My name's Berto. Where you at, Berto? Join the Where You At family so you never miss a live stream reaction live on Twitch. And I want to see you there in the next one.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look sweet.